Hey everyone, welcome to DigitalChad Tech. Been a little while. Some news. My son is getting surgery in the next week, so I might be out a little bit longer, or if while he's recovering I find myself having time, I might actually make a few videos. But I'm just going to go over my four cameras, if you include this one, which is still my favorite, Samsung Galaxy S22 Ultra. I do more recording on that than anything else. And right now I have an external mic hooked up to it, and it's on a tripod, and I love this camera. It does a lot of the things the three other cameras I'm going to show you do, but these other cameras have a little bit of a difference that it makes it worth having all three of them. Now, number one, my phone, S22 Ultra. Number two, so close, I'm going to say the GoPro. This does the smoothest slow-mo you've ever seen. Last night I was playing with Star Trails, and I left it outside for a half hour, and I only recorded 2 seconds of video, but it was a really cool 2 seconds. So I think I might stick this outside on the Joby for a night. One of the reasons I love this, I have the Volta handle, which is like an extra 3 batteries on top of the one that's already in here. So you can get a lot of footage. I think I have a 256 card in here, and you can just get a ton of footage all day with this. And it's amazing. And my wife took some video with this because we're documenting my son's journey, and it was just phenomenal. We were in a car, and it was beautiful. It was like you could have used it in a movie. It was gorgeous. So I love this camera with the media mod. I'm not a big fan of this microphone. The reason I got the media mod wasn't for this microphone, but for the fact that I can hook up an external microphone on the back here. And, you know, it's a little bit extra protection. So to me, the media mod's worth it. I love that I can hit the record button. It'll turn on, automatically start recording at the last video settings I had. When I turn it off, stops recording and turns itself off. It's a great little feature, and it works great for when you want to get video quick. With my phone, I'm so used to the double tap the power button, opens the camera right up, but I think this might, you know, be a hair faster. Still, GoPro Hero 11 Black. Tied for number 2 is, one second, I gotta go let my dog in the basement. The Pocket 2. I have the all-in-one handle here with the external microphone, which is just awesome. So you definitely get better sound quality than you do with the phone. And it's just a great little setup. Don't just buy this alone. Get the media kit. It's worth it. I bought this. Of course, I get everything used and really cheap. But this is what you carry in your pocket. And this switch, this is the up-down switch, but these just slide off. Like they slide on, slide off. They give you a little extra functionality, so it is worth it. For this one, the extra functionality is focus, little focus in, little focus out. Some really cool stuff. But I just grab this little all-in-one handle. I stick it on there, put it in my pocket. When I get to wherever I'm going, I pull it out of my pocket, pop it open, hold the button in, and there you go. I'm up, I'm recording. I forget the buttons right now, but I just recentered. We're not here about the buttons. There's a million other videos, but this takes amazing footage too. What I like about this is I have the freewheel, I have the regular lenses, the ND filters, and I think I have a polarizing filter in there. Can't talk. I'm trying to do this in one take. Let's see if I can do this. And I also have the anamorphic lens, which gives some really cool lighting effects, gives it that cinema feel. And this also has the wide angle lens, and I have ND filters for those as well. The same strength as the regular pack, but they fit on top of the anamorphic and wide angle lens, which means I can do ND and wide angle. And why do I have those filters? Because I mostly film my hikes and my dogs and outdoors a lot. And I like the sun to, not the sun, the sun's not blue, the sun's yellow. I like the sky to be blue. I want what I'm looking at to represent what I saw. That's the whole goal of having all this stuff. A little bit of an obsession, but that's me. It's amazing. These cameras are the closest I've ever come to this, which is why I love them. The portability, I have backups. And as I get more time, I'm going to have these cameras set up around here so I get multiple point of views. Of course, for my, if I have items I want to get close up and go around, I'm going to use the GoPro. The Pocket 2 has a home up here, always looking down on top of that's my top-down camera. And this third one, not my favorite. I thought it was going to be gimmicky, but I've seen video from it. It's awesome. And I just threw out a video of a walking tour my wife and family did out in New York City while we were out visiting one of the hospitals out there. This is an Insta360. It has lenses on both sides, and it records in a full 360 sphere. Now, of course, you can just use one lens, and I hear it's great. It rivals the GoPro. But, GoPro, just so smooth. They really have that down in version 11. This took some great video. You put it on this selfie stick, which is thin, and it stitches together both images, and it hides everything that's in the width of that camera. So the selfie stick actually looks like it's not there. And it's, no special editing. It's just a blind spot of the camera. And you do notice that when you're waving this around. You will notice a little ripple if you're doing 360 stuff and whatever you're filming just happens to be there, which is why if I want to record something, I make sure this is sort of at least pointing in the direction. But you could wave this around. It looks like drone footage. It's really cool. Takes a little bit longer to edit, but at the same time, you don't really have to pay attention while you're recording, which is kind of nice, which is what I did on the walking tour. I just put it up on a stick and I put it above my head. And I've done full hikes in the woods where I put this over my shoulder. So they say about 10 to 30 degrees up behind you. And it's cool. It's like a third person video of me that I shot. So this gives me some new options, which are just amazing. Now, the software, I had no problems using it. It's a little clunky, but I got used to it. You don't really want to use your fingers to zoom in on the video while you're editing. You can tap on where you're at, and there's a little frame option, and you can use that to do the wide or narrow angle or the tiny planet view, which is my favorite. I mean, look at this. I'm going to throw it up right now. I mean, that's cool. First time I saw something like this was Insta360 camera in Disney, which cost, I think, 12 grand or something. And it was so cool. And now I have this. The only thing I have with this is in the editor, I wanted to output some 360 videos, pure 360. And you can do that. But you can't do it from the editor when you have a bunch of clips together. You can only output one 360 video to upload, to do a Facebook or YouTube 360 where people with VR goggles can see everything that you're looking at. So that's the downside. I'm sure they're going to fix that with the software upgrade in the future. And the other thing about this is the output is limited to 1080p, I believe. I did one earlier. It was 1440, but I think that's the highest it can go. You can't get like the 2K or the 4K. At the same time, I've been watching people mixing. I watch a ton of content. I've been watching people mixing 4K and 1080 video, and I can't tell. I'm sure there's people out there who can, but for me, for some B-roll, this is great. I might set this up on this tripod, like here, and every once in a while do like one of those talk show host things where I go, meet me at camera 2. You go like this. It's not set up, so don't meet me over there. Stay here. So out of all the cameras, this is my least favorite, but at the same time, if I just want to grab and go, or I want to get the whole family in on video, which was really nice. I was in the video with my family. I've always been the photographer, video guy for the family, and I'm not in a lot of the shots. With this, that last video I did of us walking through the streets of New York, I was in the video. So why this is my least favorite, it is also extremely cool. And I love it. All of them. I mean, there's nothing really bad about them. This technology is a little bit newer. I know Samsung put out something like this back in 2019 or something like that. They're really getting up there with these. I still think this has a couple more generations to go before it's professional. And actually, as I'm saying that, I realize there is a professional version, which is way more expensive than this. I think it's like $800 or $900 that does the full 4K. Like this does record in like super high resolution, but the output, because you're grabbing a frame of the sphere, it does get a little downgraded. And like I said, if you zoom in too much, there's so much noise in the picture. But if you stay close enough to your subjects, so much fun to play with. Oh, where are you? This guy. Yeah, I went from the 4 to the 6, and it turns out in the app, there is a way to disable the knob. Thank you to everyone who pointed that out in my little short that I put out about this. And that's all I have. Love this stuff. I will say that every video. I love this stuff. Well, that's all I have to talk about for now, everyone. Thanks, everyone. Especially my 45 subscribers. How'd I get 45 subscribers? Wasn't expecting that. That was really nice. Thank you, everyone, for watching. Hope to see y'all real soon. And to my friends who are content creators out there, keep it up. You guys have been killing it the past month. I've enjoyed all the stories, all the insights, all the inspiration. Every single one of you that I watch. It's been a pleasure. And I hope someone gets something out of this. I know it wasn't technical, but yeah, if you want really good footage and a longer battery life, GoPro Pocket 2 is great to shove in your pocket. Limited battery though. Insta360, just amazing. I have 2 batteries for it. The Pocket 2, the battery's built in. That's not the best. The Insta has interchangeable batteries, and of course my phone just lasts a really long time. And if I have to, I actually have 2 spare 20,000 milliamp batteries in my camera bag, which has gotten incredibly heavy. Did I already say goodbye? Bye. Talk to you later. Where's my stick? There it is. Cut.